round. Frontline race match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
The pleasure is mine.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with a projectile. Stands firm and blocks the drive-in. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Mano's meta level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. Taking stock. The jump in catches them. Strings it all together. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. And that attack ends it. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shows a medium kick? Which way are you gonna block? Block! What's the next move? That text's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Breaks the block with a throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Transverse. The hit roll connects. What'll happen here? The low! And whip! They're wide open! Jump drops them hard! This is gonna kill! No doubt about it! You need guts to pull that off! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. From low heavy to... Gets the jump in. The jump in is denied. Tries to bait him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Can't tech the throw? Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. That's the jump in they were looking for. KO! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. That's some big hit them with a stop and block. Non-Espoire for the long game return. The low heavy's blocked. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Was hungry for the ground. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. This is a back and forth fight. Tensions are definitely high. Break all the throw connects. Manages to block the jump in attack. Back brushes that off and keeps going. Bends the meter. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Player two is barely heading. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Over in a flash. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Blocks it. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Blocks the jump in. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Neither of them willing to back off here. Gets the knockdown, and now, with the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. Takes a trip. Player 1 needs to use the cut of the corner here. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in? Come upstairs! Ooh, what a smart throw! What are they gonna do? Hits them with a stopping block. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Opts for the throw. The low is denied. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Blocks the jump in. Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Takes a trip. The jump in is denied. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Jump. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The low doesn't connect. Checks them with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Jumps in. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 creates a good... Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive returns. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Grabs and throws them away. Going in. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. The low kick hits. Yet it throws them. Both sides getting ready. Only a little bit of crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Sit down and shut up. Flatline zone. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Still slugging it out here. There's a corner switch. Knockdown. Bops him with a target combo. Grabs him. Taking stock. Strings it all together. Checks him with a projectile. got their eye on the air. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Medium kick hits. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. From low heavy to... Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Quick dashing. Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. Still lots of time left in this fight. Hits them with a stopping block. Looking to impress with this super. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 is the last fighter standing.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Solid combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Knockdown. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around into KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. How will they manage this experiencing burnout? Both fighters planning something? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. A real test of nerves here. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The jump-in is denied. Blocks the jump-in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Snares them. Taking stock. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. The jump-in catches them. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy. He closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the jump in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Jumps. Hits them with a stopping block. Quick breather. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Max SA gauges. punch reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 with a slight raw super art incoming. Bring in the heat. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Bet that hurt. Good presence of mind, but were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Goes to the air. Player turns out. Blocks the low kick. Oh, here we go. Player 2 may be able to pull up a fireball at that range. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Medium kick hits. This is a critical point of the round where they just need a big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Whiffs the throw. Burnout activates. Player 1, smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive 10 shot. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Smart play with the throw. Jumps up. Gotta be careful, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. In with the crosser. Shoryuken? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? A jump in? A super art? The super doesn't hit. Yo, critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who's going to steal this win? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. Play it low heavy. Both fighters desperate. Jumps! Meets them air to air! This is gonna hurt! Player 2 can't let this simmer! They gotta start cooking! Breaks through with the throw! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with!
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Life lead opens up. Shoots off a fireball up close. Jumps in. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Jumps. Big throws. Super clutch corner. Nice counter. What'll happen here? Still slugging it out. Yo, put that away. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Digs in deep to get that drop KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Caught in the cross-up. The jump-in catches them. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. Gets the jump-in. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Jumps. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Going in, KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Charges forward. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and barely blocks the jump-in. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Sure you can? Quick breather. Throws a fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Gotta do better than that. Impact squashed. Shows the medium kick. How did they read that throw? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Blocks. Okay, throws them. They're in range. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 hits them with a stop and bomb. Player 2 with this unleashes some big damage. Amazing! Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What were they thinking? Connects with the throw. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Getting up close to trust that off. Catches them out. Sets up with the jump in. Throws them. Ooh, crushes the chin. Player 1 is in a very good spot. I don't know if this is enough to kill. Execution! It is over.
How'd I lose?
Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win at the absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Starts with a jump-in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. All right, what's coming up next? We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Neither of them willing to back off. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Okay, they trade hits. Oh, whiffs the throw. Chin-right kick for a mix-up. Medium kick. Chops him with a shorty. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Goes low. The low. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. This is gonna hurt. What a finish! One more. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book, checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs, denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. What are they thinking here? Very solid corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Picture perfect punish time. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. The jump in catches them, and the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Still slugging it out at this range. Manages to block the jump in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. This Dragon Last Flame could be big! Going in, Player 1 just put the springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. With the low kick hits. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Player 2 has a big drive gauge lead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The low! Are we gonna see a comeback here? So, what's next? Pokes with a kick! One wrecks them! Who's gonna take it? Anti-air in the clutch! Gets into perfect fireball range. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Ooh, the drive in flatlines them. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Big low reaching heavy. Decides to meet them in the air. They're on the lookout for jumping. Player 2 with the life lead. All right, Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Pressuring them in the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. The jump in catches them. Oh, easy tech. Grabs them. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases. They've been pushed in KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Knockdown and... Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Connect with medium kick. In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Jumps? Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 is going to all in with a rush. This is a complete shutdown. They can't. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
Drive rush. Gets into perfect fireball range. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Oh my, the throat tech. There, he turns out. Takes things up with the fireball. Neither fighter is showing any signs of back. The low kick hits. Wrecks them. Oh, son. Bad news is on the way. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Sit down.
I've had enough.
Player 2 can't use any drive-through. Gotta play it safe. Both sides getting ready. They're gonna have to grind out this win with no crutch. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Keeps them out. This round may end with a timeout. Can either fighter drive impact? Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Close range projectile. Blocks the low heavy and denied. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Blocks the jump in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Long, low attack hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead is opening up with KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Misses the drive impact. Jump! Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. This unleashes some big damage. Meets them air to air. Hits the drive. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Takes in the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Hits them with a stopping block. Lifts it. Turning it right up with a super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Nice fireball. Fireball pressure. Reads the jump in perfectly. A jump, sets up with the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Low heavy. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disadvantage. Punish counter on the action. That combo finishes it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Gotta do this. Come on. Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Knockdown. Grabs him. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Got their eye on the air. Just out of range for that throw. Pops him with a shoulder use. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big throws. Whips with that cute experiencing burnout. This is going to hurt. Jumps up. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The last round. It's now or never. Get the low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Were they baiting them into that? Both super hard to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Slams the super. Time for it. Ooh, what a smart blow. Grant reads the jump in perfectly. Low heavy, but no go. Risky play, but it pays off. Player 1, crumble from above. Oh, yo, Ross, super here. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Shinryu. Reppa. A reaction gets them in the air. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Watch, flash anti-air. Connects with medium kick. Flashes him. Yo, put that away. That counter's got to have rattled him. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? What's the play here? No good up high. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Gets the jump in. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hits. Breaks those shins. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Little experiencing burnout. Knockdown and player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Looks to drop him to earth. Goes for the throw. Looking for a chance. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Their life is hanging. Yo, put that away. What'll happen here?
Hadouken! How's this? Hadouken!
Medium kick into, reads the throw and escape. Slams on it. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Quick step forward. The low kick hits. Checks with a medium kick. Connects with the throw. Player 2 will genius read with that throw escape. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Oh, yo, Ross, super hit. Both fighters desperately want neither here. Resource management is the key to winning. Low heavy. What's next? Quick medium poke. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 2 can't use burns out. Get overhead. What low heavy, but no go. Blocks the low kick. Crowns him from above. The low's blocked. A real test of nerves here. escapes the corner. Oh my, closes it out. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Trips them up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Big low reaching heavy. Had the radar up and running. Grabs him. Player 1 chases him down. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Shows a medium kick. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Throws out the fireball to check him. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Superb reactions on display. Side switch in the corner. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Knockdown, and this is gonna hurt. Takes in the throw. Player 1 is the last fighter standing.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Some fine spacing and timing. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Deftly shuts out the jumping. Knockdown. Player 1 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Bops him with a target combo. Gets the jump in. Can't tech the throw. Oh! They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Caught in the cross-up. Well-timed corner switch. Grabs him. Life lead opens up. One chance here may end this match. Luminous kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner lead. This is a critical. Springs forward with the drive rush. In there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Combo with the target combo. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Meter management is going to be a huge factor right now. They were right to be on guard there. Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Hits him with this free flow. Jumps in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they connects with the throw. What's that on? Uses the gauge for a super arm. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. No knockdown of the low heavy is blocked. No good on fight. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? What are they thinking here? Gets a chance with that jumper. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Gets the jump in. Blocks the low heavy. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. They break things off to take a quick breather. Jump! In there! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks with a medium kick. Jumps in. Pops him with a shorty. Both fighters planning something. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Smart play with the throw. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Drive rush to keep it going. A quick breather. Side switch. Big throws. Springs forward with a drive rush. The jump is not going anywhere. Shoots their shot. There's a drive impact. Turning it right up with a super. What a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Low heavy, but no go. Jumps. This can lead to some big damage. Barely blocks the jump in. And whips. They're wide open. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Solid anti-air. Sticks out a kick. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Tons of space between the fight. Change of plan. Great. Blocks the low kick. Oh, here we go. Free flow strikes. A jump drives it back misses. What are they gonna do? Gotta do better than that. Medium tip into tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Gets the counter hit and the win. Player one comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.